Uh,
Hello, hello.
hi.
Are you ready to
Uh,
go?
Give me like 1 minute. I need it.
Okay.
I need it.
Oh,
Hello.
Hi, again.
Uh, ask you questions.
Oh, not again.
So, number one, Monaco. Not an easy track at all, as you may know.
Yeah.
There's one particular part of the track that might catch people out, which is the pit entry. What is your tactic to get around this turtle?
The same question again. You're kidding me.
I'm sorry, but you
I
have the most experience with pit entries in this.
yeah, yeah. I think so. Uh yeah. I can't say anything.
What kind of line are you gonna give? Are you gonna like be wide in or very wide out?
Uh wide out and full acceleration.
Uh,
Yeah,
yeah. Good
full
luck.
full in yeah. Thanks.
Right.
Hello?
So, you're getting into it right now.
Okay. Hello.
So, just a few questions. Um, what is your plan for this race? What are you aiming for?
Just to get through the pack, really. Just don't get out, and I think I hope I can do. I hope I can overtake some people if I if
Yeah.
I'm at the pack, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Fair enough.
yeah. I hope I don't crash, and we will see. We will see.
Quick question. Something happened in Spain. Can you tell me what happened?
Ah, okay. The famous start of mine. So I was ready um to like to put a lot of more throttle on it on my car, but then I got caught out and I lost the rear and then I crashed into the wall. But still made a recovery race. So at the end of the day, it happened and yeah, we move forward basically.
Fair enough. What is your opinion of teammate who's championship by a fair few points?
He I mean, he's a good driver,
Yep.
but if I didn't make a lot of mistakes, I think I could have like be on top. But at the end of the day, we are a team and we want to win the championship
Yep.
as a team. So I will respect his choices, and he's now the team leader, and he's pushing us forward. So yeah.
I can't see my mouse for some. You have to move your
Oh, okay. Cheers, mate. Cheers.
fucking mouse. God. Windows. Why can't I see? Fn plus F. I can't see my mouse, bro. I literally can't see shit. Um. Restarting? God. Uh, God. Yo, I literally can't see my mouse. Saw it for. It's back! Ready it up, I'll do. Hello? Hey, I guess I'm.
Oh, hey.
Oh. Hello, hello.
Hi. I was surprised because we got into qualifying.
Yeah, yeah, I know it's a little bit late, but I couldn't find my mouse, so I found my mouse now actually.
Oh, nice.
A few questions. Obviously, Monaco, not your strongest track.
No.
A few bumps there and a few test races. What is your plan today?
Obviously don't hit the wall
Okay.
and die or lose your front wing. Yeah. Try to get a good qualifying session. Maybe Q3.
Yep.
Hopefully, and yeah, survive a start and drive through.
Who would you rival at them?
Biggest rival. I think it will be by my shadow. We are currently trading the 10th place in the drivers championship, so
Well, it shouldn't
think he
be
will
shouldn't be
be.
too hard because he might hit the pit entry again. We don't know for sure yet.
Let's see. So
And you really went on practice day actually. Are you testing the new components of Racing Point?
not so much. My team wanted to stick with all components for this race,
Okay.
and
Could you
maybe for the next race
give
we
us
will.
details of exactly it is, or is that classified?
That's classified. I can't talk about that.
All right, fair enough. Well, good luck for Monaco. Hopefully, I mean not crash. All right. Okay. So, uh, currently they're skipping one because there's not enough. Monaco, a very difficult. I can't hear any of the cars at the minute. Never mind, I can hear them. But change my graphics ass. Where is that bad anymore? He's already retired from the session. Wow. Two-time Mongolian driver has Mongolian championshipper has qualified already. Now, obviously, because not much is going on and one's pretty much a waste of time. We can't see anything. And can you not? Oh no, it's one of these. Oh, that's why. Can you see something now? Accidentally set the F1 thing. There we go. Okay, yeah. Qualifying's pretty much time. Bother with that. Take a look at the championship. As of now, with Dazulim gained head of Battle Mine. Very good. But it's tight. But hopefully get 4 points than what Battle Mine gets. And this driver is on fire at the minute. Who has been karting since he was like 2 years old or some shit. But I'm pretty sure Battle Mine's been karting since he came out the womb. Like straight away, his dad just put a helmet on him and said, "Go." And next thing you know, he's Gassic League. And yeah, meanwhile we've got a few drivers. The one we talked to, Haven, and who is by my shadow, who's very good at entering hits. But really is both Germans. Well, proud. While another name that we has Danborg down to the race. Minute does have the pace. There's a lot of collision and sees front wings, left, right, and center, and it'll be difficult for Battlemind, the Swedish world champion in karting league, dodge him, especially when damage. I think. Like there's even more people who have DNF, so might as well interview. Wait, I did the wrong interview. Okay. Hello.
Hi.
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 Nice DNF, man. Can you outcomes that?
You know that we all have to retire because we are skipping Q1, right?
And yeah, that bad for your car? You know, like it costs money. I know you're in Monaco. DNFing tactic that I was thinking of you implementing in that.
I got forced by Gatic to do this.
Have only yourself to blame.
No.
Anyways, what is your tactics for the race?
I'm trying to gamble a bit, do something risky.
Okay.
I was thinking about a medium soft.
Yeah.
And in my tests, my offline tests, it worked, but you know I have to have a really tight window.
Yep.
For
Okay.
pitting.
So are you gonna try to start from the back of the grid or stay in the front in qualifying?
I'm going to send it.
Send it. Okay. I like it. Okay. Bye. Right, now that he's off our ass. Does he really keep cutting out? Okay. If you put the interview channel to the bottom, it's easier for you. Do you think I have that power? Hello? Okay. Let me put this up. Right, that should be fine. Does my mic really keep cutting out? I might have to just remove this filter. Are we on to Q2 yet? Yeah. We're still on Q1 with Nico in the pit. Few to mention actually, there's... I'll go back to this one. What did Gadik say? There's two people who got a grid lockout. Where is it? Where is that message? Whskyyyy and Battlemind have a grid lockout, so for the championship, this could be a game changer since Battlemind is in P2. So he's gonna have to work his way up the grid with who the fuck was it? Whskyyyy, the man, the myth, the legend. So as we are still in Q1, nothing's really happening. Don't know what to say now, really, other than the fact that Nico's taking his time to DNF and kill himself. And he's just done it. Beat me to it. So it shouldn't be a very competitive top 3 for Q2, considering they only need 2 people. There's one person missing. I think it's Nico. Never mind, he's right there. Where's P12? The fuck? Anyways. Big Sauce gets a 5 5 5 position penalty. So that will affect him a lot on the grid. Considering this is Monaco, it's gonna be very difficult to overtake. And even in qualifying is gonna be very feisty as there isn't much space to dodge people, especially when you're on a hot lap. So it's gonna be very difficult. But yeah, big sauce to the 5 grid penalty. And now we're on to Q2. Who will be the first one out? That's 15, 14 drivers now. I'm so confused. I hear an engine. I think it's okay, Battlemine's retired. So one of the Mercs is disconnected because I see Lewis Hamilton, or maybe that is just something else. I don't even fucking know anymore. So a lot of people are going out now. Let me get this shit up. With the with Whskyyy, first one out, I think. Or no, Dazerty, the first one to come out of the pit. As it will be the first one to actually set a lap. Meanwhile, there's a massive pack behind him between the Ferrari, Whskyyy, and the Williams, the McLaren of Ayrton Senna right behind him, and the Renault of Ledge Mama. With Barry also on an outlap. There he is. Into, I literally got the name of the corners on my screen right now. To back. Turn 12. Meanwhile, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Dazerty is on the pit straight. Start finish straight of Burige. Not Burige. Onto Sat Devot now. Setting the first timed lap of Monaco. With Barry just behind him. Now at Mirabeau. Will he get a good exit out of the hotel chicane? Hairpin? Something like that, I don't even know. There's a yellow flags in sector 3, but it's gone now. Someone's going really slow probably. As he's now in the tunnel into the Novel chicane. Will he invalidate his lap? As many people do, he doesn't. Takes it very well. Now onto to back, with Barry just behind him as well. Whskyyyy retired from the session for that grid penalty. Or grid lockout, sorry. Now at Raskas, which is a very difficult corner, especially at low speed. Quite like the cameras on this, and he sets the first timed lap of a 1:10.8, which is very quick. While Barry comes across the line and sets a 1:12.1 with the Ferrari of not my Shadow, Evby, who sets a lap time of 1:11.4, and Ayrton Senna with a 1:11.9. You know, the Renault of Ledge Magma is about to cross the line, and he goes into P5 with a 1:12.3, just behind Barry, to only 2/10. And the Haas of Nicola also about to cross the line with a 1:11.4, putting him in P2 just in front of Evby by 8 milliseconds. Lord Chushu sets fastest lap time of a 1:12.3 to put him into 6th place in front of Ledge Mama, and I don't even know who that was. You know what, Nico is going for his first timed lap, but he's encountering some traffic on the way out on his first out lap. As he's right behind Lord Chushu, who's currently in P7. Meanwhile, a few other people are going to the pits. I think Ebby's going to pits. Yes, he is. With Ayrton behind him. And somebody cuts the Novel chicane. Nico's still behind Lord Shishu, who appears to have disconnected. Be seen. Down to Raskas with Nicola right behind him, but he's going straight into the pits. Meanwhile, Unique Haven also is out on his out lap. He's still behind Lord Shushu. Is he setting a time lap? I can't tell. Goes past the racing point. Sorry, Pink Merc. And he has a snap of oversteer on the casino square. Now at the hairpin. Cuts the corner a little bit. Gets a good exit out of there. Now he's into the tunnel. The beloved tunnel. Going very vroom into the Novel chicane. Will he cut the corner? No, he doesn't. Meanwhile, Unique Haven is in the tunnel right now. Also, he's on the mediums. I didn't notice that actually. So, fitted. So Nico at Raskas now into the start finish straight of turn 18, and he sets a 1:10.3, which is 5/10 quicker, puts him P1. He should be very happy with that lap. Meanwhile, Unique Haven is also about to complete his first lap on the mediums. Can he compete? He goes P7 in front of his teammate who was out on soft tires. Looks like Barry's going to go for another lap. Literally can't remember any of these names. He's currently in P8, so he could be in danger of getting knocked out, as Whskyyy is setting a lap time right now on the soft compound tires. You know, there's a yellow flag for just slow driving, really. Someone's slow as fuck. But Barry's lap 1 old tires. Will he get out of the danger zone? Whskyyy sets a purple sector 2. I think I just saw that. Onto Raskas now. As he locks up his rears. His right rear, sorry. To start finish straight. What will it be? Sets a 1:11.6, putting him into P6. Lord Shushu is now in danger of getting knocked out of Q2. Meanwhile, Barry is going across the line very shortly and sets a 11.6, sorry, putting him in P7. Should be happy with that lap. The Canadian driver of Nico, still in P1. Looks like he's gonna set another lap on his old softs. And he invalidates it. There's not that much traffic to be dealt with in this qualifying session. Less than I was. I'm actually quite surprised. It looks like he's probably not going to go for another lap on those soft compound tires. Meanwhile, he's only 40 milliseconds off Whskyyy's time. Barry is, anyways. There's a Ferrari of By Machado who is in P12 at the minute, so he will get knocked out if he does not improve his time. He needs to find about 3 seconds. That midfield's looking very competitive. And then there's just Nico and Dazzy up there. Like, sup, bitch? Onto the Raskas part. Turn 18 now. Will he get a good exit for this lap and unknock himself out? with Ayrton Senna just in front of him on an outlap, and he will probably get in the way eventually. He hits the wall. By Machado has lost his left end plate, which will definitely put a bit of pressure on him as there's only 5 minutes left in the session. But for Ayrton Senna, that does mean he has to get out of the way. But I think By Machado still can gain some time even with a broken front wing. Oh my god, my throat. Onto Novo chicane with the McLaren sitting back as he lets him pass. Lifts off quite a lot into the swimming pool chicane. What will it be? Will he improve at all, and will he put himself into the top 10? And he almost hits the pit entry, but luckily he nails it. Meanwhile, there was a Ledge Mama's on a fastest lap onto the start finish straight. And he sets a lap time of 1:11 dead, putting him in P3 just in front of Big Sauce by a 10th. That was a very good lap from Ledge Mama. And there's a Haas with yellow flags. Does he have a front wing? Yes, he does. He's on his outlap, Nicola. I heard a crash somewhere. With only 2 minutes to go, it's looking like By Machado might get knocked out, especially with Lord Shushu on a outlap. Meanwhile, there's some traffic in front of the Renault driver. Or behind him. He's not even doing anything anyways. Ayrton Senna on his first lap on these set of soft tires. Into the Simcoe chicane. Will he get a good exit out of Raskas onto the start finish straight? Locks up his front right a little bit. He sets a 1:11.4, putting him in P7, which puts Barry and Kwasi in a bit of an uncomfortable position, especially for Whskyyy, who's in P10 right now. Meanwhile, By Machado is now out for another lap on these soft compound tires. Letting the McLaren driver by of Ayrton Senna, who it looks like he is going for another lap, but he has no fuel or ERS. He's really attacking these curbs of the Noval chicane into sector 3, which is, I think, my favorite part of any track, but he cuts the corner, so I'm guessing not. With just one more chance for By Machado to get this right. There's a lot of pressure on him to hopefully not get himself knocked out. He's still on these old soft compound tires, which is it's a bit weird to me, but he can't go back now, can he? Meanwhile, the racing point of Lord Shushu and Whskyyy are also in danger if By Machado improves and gets a lap time of somewhere in the 11s. Don't want this cameraman, I want the one on top of the fucking casino. But he invalidates his lap time. So he's still using his ERS, so I won't have any to play with later on. Who's discording me now? Oh. They should ease off some pressure on Lord Shushu, but it's the battle between who is driver number 1 in the Racing Point team. is it Unikaven or Lord Shushu, as they both battle to try and secure position in Q3. What the fuck? On to start finishing straight now. Will Lord Shushu improve? He doesn't. He does a 113 and his front wing just went somewhere. So it's looking like Unique Haven is safe and into Q3. It's like a purple sector 3 actually. Will he go far into the league? Maybe putting Barry into the danger zone. Because I've seen people get knocked out in P10. Never mind, he goes into the pits. With only By Machado really the one to look out for, but his tower's at 3 laps old now. With no ERS at all. He's probably losing a lot of time and he's hit the wall a fair few times. Nothing he's not familiar with anyways. Out turn 18 now, he didn't really get a good exit. But he does set a 1:14.7, which he does improve, but well off the mark. And he will get knocked out of Q2. Classic Ferrari. Part of the master plan anyways, he wants to start from the back so he can watch people crash and get back into the race that way, but yeah. And yeah, Unique Haven gets through to Q3 just fine. With the rest of the grid as well. Putting Lord Shushu, By Machado, Battle Mine, and Whskyyyy gone. What is this? So into Q3 now. It's looking like Nico is gonna be top of the session. For the starting grid, as the AlphaTauri of Barry with both Quasi and Dazuki right behind him. You know, they ran out of Ledge Mama, both McLarens, a Ferrari of FB, and Unique, putting only both Haas's out, with Barry leading the pack. But one of the Haas's actually go out. I think that is Nico, maybe? Or is it gonna wait? Okay, but everyone's out at the minute, and there's a bit of traffic at the hotel. With the Ferrari just in front of the McLaren of Big Sauce. Never mind of Ayrton Senna. Barry should set the fastest lap of the session for a couple seconds until I think that's Dazzy right behind him. Yes it is. He will probably put a very good time up. If not, I'd be very disappointed. But there's a lot of traffic just in front of FB. But it looks like trying to separate himself from the rest of the traffic. Meanwhile, Barry's now on the first timed lap into Casino Square of Q3. what will he make of it as he goes into what is this fucking thing called? Mirabeau onto the hairpin now. With Dazzy just behind him. Now into the tunnel, down he goes. This place probably feels very familiar because he does live in the tunnel, from what my sources have told me anyways. He sets up purple sector 2 right about now. Fastest of, okay, there's no purple. Oh, I don't have the thing. Goes very deep into Raskas onto the final corner of Monaco. He sets a time of a 1:11.6. You know what? Dazzy goes across the line and sets a time of 1:10 dead, putting him to P1. With the Renault of Ledge Mama going across the line in P2 with a 10.6. And is that a McLaren beached up? Yes, it is. He looks like he spun out at some point, and he's waiting for it, but he's in front of FB. Just almost fast time Barry. First time Barry set a fast lap. Yes, it is. That won't ever happen again. So looking at the standings right now, Barry's been put up to P6. So his fastest lap, sorry, has been oh, massive lock from Ayrton Senna. But anyways, Unique Heavens gone P2 with a 10.5, Ledge Mama a 10.6, and P3 Epi 11.1, which is a bit slow for someone like him. Nico 11.4, which I'm quite surprised about considering his race pace in Monaco. And Barry's P6, Ayrton Senna P7, and Big Sauce P8 with a 1:36.7 after that little incident on turn 17, which is called Anthony Nogues, apparently. Well, Classie's just gone out of the pits to set his first time lap. His fan has arrived in the paddock. Let me find it. Paddock. Where is he? He's not here. You fucking liar. I'm actually really disappointed. But yeah, this is the paddock. I use this as the post match, but this is not going to be the post match. So yeah, just for your information. Everyone's going into pits besides Barry, who looks like he's going to go for another lap, but he's invalidated, so that ain't happening. Meanwhile, Kwasi and Nicola on their first lap of the session. Oh, was he the guy missing? Okay, that makes sense now. Anyways, Kwasi on his first lap, now into Saint Devote. And he cuts the corner massively, invalidating his lap. So he's gonna have to, he's still using his ERS, and especially around a track like Monaco, it's very difficult, but he goes very wide and loses his end plate. He's losing a lot of composure, Kwasi is. And it's looking like his teammate will be probably laughing in the Discord right now. Hello, AJ Baggy. And that he's just probably spoiled his tires a little bit, probably from frustration. You know what, Nicholas is about to set his first lap. Doesn't have an end plate. Yeah, he's missing both end plates now. So that lap's gone as well. Might as well just put him in the back. He might be quicker than Big Sauce. You know what that sees on his first out lap, or second out lap, sorry. Shit commentator, wallah. Bro, I pay for your CSGO thing. See if you can get an interview. Who are you interviewing? Who'd you want me to interview? Wallahi bro, Assalamu alaikum. You signed NDA banned. Ya Sharmuta, what NDA? Isvan. He is? Wait, let me find him. He's not in the Discord. What do you mean? I'm gonna pull BC. Hello.
Hello.
So starting from the back of the grid,
Yes.
what is your intentions for this race?
Just gonna dive bomb like the well-known guy Whskyyyy.
I'm not racing, by the way.
Yeah, but no. Try to settle back. Let everyone race.
Okay.
Hope for mistakes from the enemies or from
Okay.
my racing partners, and then just get in the points. I think.
Yep. All right. So you are last currently in the drivers' championship with 1 point.
Yes.
Are you hoping to secure more than a point today, or what are you aiming for? Are you trying to beat somebody in particular?
I would say just get points. I
Okay.
don't know.
Okay. Who would you
Maybe
say?
live the race.
Who would you say is your biggest rival?
I don't know. I didn't race much people. The league.
Okay. It says here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 DNSs. Care to explain yourself?
I did not start it.
All
I
right.
wasn't racing those 4 races. I wasn't even here on the server.
That's good enough for me. And just one more question before we go.
Yes.
Just 1 second. You scraped the wall a few times. Were you struggling for grip?
When did I script the wall 3 times?
You scraped the wall a few times. Were you struggling for grip?
When did I do that?
You
Tell me.
I'm sorry, but you did. You scraped the wall a few times, and
It didn't have any
we're.
left.
I'm just wondering if maybe the aero department wasn't good enough, this season, or you're just struggling
I
for
think
grip
we
with the
need to. I think we
chassis.
need to work on this. It's not enough downforce.
Okay, especially when a track like this, you need downforce.
Yes, I know.
It's gonna be very difficult to overtake on this particular track. How are you
Yeah, I'm
going
just.
to manage
Yeah.
that?
I'm seeing Nicola in the pits 3 times, and then I think I will be fine.
Okay. Anyways, thank you for interviewing.
No
Um,
problem, honey.
do you say honey? Get the fuck out of here, you weirdo. Oh, God, some people, man, honestly. I like to throw that word around everywhere. Feels like I'm playing career mode with that question. What if you are? Anyways. Oh, Legibama sets a 10. Dead. Putting him to P1 just in front of Dazzle E. And FB's retired from the session. Who's the closest? Nobody's close. Fuck. Looks like he hit the wall just before Eau Rouge. Mirabeau. Got Kwasi retired from the session as well. And Nico sets a 195, putting him to P1. Meanwhile, there's only 36 seconds left in this session. Meanwhile, Kwasi does it Rosberg. Will Dazzy answer his questions and put him into P1? Try to get on the front row of this grid. Ayrton Senna is also retired. Maybe he just doesn't want to do more laps, or I don't know. And Barry's has gone out for an out lap, but there's not enough time to set a time lap. Into Mirabeau now. Can he make anything of it and gain 5/10, put it to P1? into the tunnel now. Meanwhile, Big Sauce goes across the line, but he won't improve at all. With Nicola, who might improve, we'll just have to see. He crosses the line, sets a 1:22:25. Fuck me. Doesn't improve at all, putting it to P7. So all eyes on Dazzert as he is at Ratscast now. Fuck, just fell down. It's my honey. On to the start finish straight, and he sets a 1:7. He's only like 20 milliseconds slower than his best lap time, so it's looking like it's P3 for him as the session has ended. And I'm just gonna move him into here. We're gonna go back to the paddock. Hello.
Oh, hello.
Just give me a second, please.
Okay.
What the fuck are you? There you are. Okay. Very good qualify session from you in Q2 and Q3. What is your take on that?
Nico is really fast.
It's fair enough. Fair judgment. Could you not find 5/10 in your final lap in Q3?
I fucked up the first corner in sector, sector 1, first corner.
Yeah.
And then I lost 2/10, but yes.
Also, do you mind not using profanity? We might lose some revenue. You fucking idiot.
Oh.
But yeah.
Sorry, man.
So just a bit of background from you. My sources have told me that you are a 3-time world champion in terms of karting in the Netherlands and have karted with the likes of Max Verstappen. Can you confirm this?
Yes, that's very true.
Have you met the person?
Yeah.
Of
course I do.
Is he a nice guy?
I drive with him.
You drive with him? Okay.
Yeah.
So P3, as it stands, what is
P12 in the race? I think.
P12? Okay. That's
yes.
fair enough judgment.
The wall will kill us.
How many safety cars do you think are going to occur?
3 or 4.
3 or 4? Okay.
Yes.
What is your tactic? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna go from soft to hards, or mediums to hards, or hard to hards?
From soft to medium, and then I will pit the first safety car we get,
Okay.
and then drive to the end.
So you're not gonna go for the intermediates then?
No. Maybe full wet, but
okay.
It might be needed, you know?
Okay. Alright, well, good luck.
Yes, thank you.
I'll put you into the Renault team so you guys can talk.
Yeah, that's good. That's fine.
Forgot you're in the Williams. Okay. So now onto the race. Oh my god, it's me. Onto the race now. Holy shit. Oh, that's Amir's? Ah, that's what you were talking about. As we wait for the race start, while people are setting up their setups, shit, we will talk to Nico if he's willing to talk to me. How long do we have left? Let me double check. League chat. Don't click 253. Okay, there's like 1 minute left. I'm not doing that. I don't want to spoil him at all. It's only 6 viewers at the stream, so a little less than 39 than last time. So as soon as the clock hits 53 past, which it has, we will see what the race brings us, which should be only guys with big dicks start on hards. Mate, I should have been starting on hards then. It should have started, but it's not starting, so we'll have to see. League chat. Is Barry starting on mediums? I have no idea. We'll have to see. I don't even know what the strategy is. I think it's just a one-stop. Okay, so Wheeze has commenced the race start. Ten seconds left till the formation lap. As you can see, Ferrari's already put out their front wing for By My Shadow, and I forgot who the other Ferrari, FB, because they already know that shit's gonna go down, and they're gonna hit the track wall quite a bit. So looking at these strategies, looking like Nico, Ledge Mama, and Dazzy for the front three are going for the soft to hards, and FB is going mediums to hards. I don't know what the strategy is. We'll just have to see whether or not, if it's a one stop or a two stop or a three stop, maybe to intermediates. I don't know. With FB and Unique on mediums, Quasi, Barry, Ayrton on softs, with Lord Shushu on mediums, Big Sauce, softs, and P10. Nicholas been disqualified as he makes contact with the Merc. And no, Barry's on top, so Whskyyyy is going for the medium since he's at the more or less the back of the pack. Won't cause too much, but FB and Unique Haven, as you can see, I think he's gonna go for mediums hards. You know, I think the front three will have to do a two stop, sorry. Considering they're starting on the soft compound tires. But FB and Unique could hold back Quasi and Barry in the race because they are on the slower compound tires. And it could be very, very difficult, especially on a track like this. It will be very difficult to overtake, especially with a tight track like this. So he goes through the Mercedes of Istvan Moser. With the last cars on the grid. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Oh, it's doing this fucking glitch again. Oh my god. And Lord Shushu has jumped the start? What the fuck's going on? He's stopped and he's started. He's going 3 right. Oh my god. Nico sustains his lead. Meanwhile, Ertasena loses 3 places. 4 places. Losing a lot of time. I think somebody just drifted. By My Shadow is holding a battle mine. At the hotel hairpin. It's like Quasi goes down the inside of Lord Shushu, taking the P6, but it's looking like they make contact, and Lord Shushu, Unique Haven. Lord Shushu gets pushed off the track. I don't know if he's DNF'd or what. Meanwhile, Whskyyy's gained 5 position in the first lap, putting him to P8. And Lord Shushu is now down the pecking order in P15. Well, there's a yellow card. Ertasena has DNF'd from the session. I don't know what happened. Looks like he hit something. But he's out of this race with a VSC, a virtual safety car, now out. It looks like hopefully Lord Shushu goes into the pits during this VSC. Oh, he still has a front wing, never mind. But a couple people are going to the pits actually for a free pit stop. And is he going for another set of mediums? He's changing his front wing. Okay, that's probably why. Meanwhile, the VSC has now ended. With Nico still in front and Ledge Mama in P2. With Dazzy just behind them and FB keeping P4. Quasi just behind him. Meanwhile, Unique Haven in P6. With Barry just behind him, P7, who has also kept his position in the start. Whskyyy's done a very good job at the start, getting into P8. And now the grid's completely behind, but there's a massive battle between the Renault of Battlemine and By Machado, who is a lot slower, I think. Now at the hotel chicane. Not chicane, fuck me, man. The hairpin, you know? That hairpin. Only a few tenths behind into the tunnel section now, as he has this slipstream of, and he goes side by side into the Novel chicane, but By Machado gets overtaken as he almost hits the wall, I think. And that's an easy overtake for Battlemine, who's used up a lot of his ERS, which isn't very good, since ERS is very hard to come by, especially on this track, because there are no hard braking zones. Meanwhile, Whskyyy's gone on a move onto Unique Haven, who's gone into P5, into the tunnel section now, using his ERS quite a bit. They're both using ERS. This could prove bad for Unique. Aldi's gaining time on Whskyyy actually. Into the swimming pool chicane. Meanwhile, Nico sets fastest lap time of a 1:13. DRS is enabled, and Unique Haven is not going to go for the move as he's too far behind Whskyyy. And what the fuck just happened? Okay, Lord Chushu's P1? I'm so confused. Anyways, back onto this battle with on board with Unique Haven, as he is just behind the gearbox of Whskyyy, with only 7 tenths to separate them. Meanwhile, FB is on the attack onto Dazzle-E, and I think he's going to send it like he said on the pre-match interview. Now only 4 tenths behind, and Whskyyy not having much ERS to play with for the rest of the race. It's looking like Unique is going to wait till the DRS shape. Meanwhile, Whskyyy hits the left side wall, almost fucking over Unique with front wing damage, as he goes a bit careful onto the simple chicane. Into Raskas now, locks his front left. Does he have damage? He might have damage on the floor. Yes, he does, as you probably just saw a glimpse of it. But Unique Haven is going to wait for this move, as he's saving up his ERS, which is playing it very smart. You know what, FB is just behind Dazzle-E, who's still in P3. Wait, it says it's P4, he's P3. Into Mirabelle, now into the hotel section. Hairpin. Still maintaining P3. Meanwhile, there's a yellow flag just behind. Whskyyy still in front of Unique. But Nicola is quite close to By Machado. He goes down the inside and they make contact. But Nicola is still looking onto gearbox with no ERS at all. Moving back onto Unique Haven. He makes a move onto Whskyyy and they go side by side, and that's an easy move for Unique. Meanwhile, Nicola, Battlemine makes a move onto Lord Chushu, putting him to P10, and Whskyyy is just behind Barry, putting him under some pressure for P7. Gaby's gone on into the pits for the okay, I thought that was actually real. Never mind. Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, Nicola just behind By Machado, who's on the soft compound tire. Meanwhile, FB gets a 3-second time penalty for cutting the corner. But Nicola's not close enough to make a move on Bamashad. He goes very close to his gearbox. It's looking like a three-way battle for P12 at the minute. P11, sorry. As Bamashad has a slipstream. We know there's a bit of a crash up ahead. Barry goes reverse from the Nova chicane. Still keeps his front wing, which is the most important part. But he's down into P8 now. Yes, I can. There's a bit of a mix of tires right now with hards and softs. The Delta will be similar because softs do degrade a little bit. And looks like Istvan goes for a move onto Nikola, but it's not close enough and he loses a bit of time on that exit. Barry's been overtaken in the pits. Meanwhile, Dazity, the Dutch legend, is just behind Ledge Mama. Now onto the tunnel section. Ledge is using all of his ERS. Meanwhile, Dazity has a lot to play with for this next DRS straight. Nicholas made a move on By My Shadow. I don't know what the fuck's going on there, so I'll just leave that. It's a simple chicane. He tries to get as close as he can into Raskas. Goes very slow, and now he's right on his gearbox. Will he make the move here? He's using overtake now. Gets a very bad exit, and he backs out with that ERS overtaking shit. Well, Nicola is just behind Lord Shishu, who has apparently disconnected. I don't know for sure, but they make contact, and Lord Shishu spins out at the Novel chicane, putting. I'm so confused. I swear he was last. Does he gets a 3-second time penalty, which is a bit close for Unique, as he might get P3 if he gets close enough. You know, there are no. Oh, for fuck's sake, not this shit again. Whskyyy's just behind Quasi. Istvan gets a 3-second time penalty. He got killed. I wonder what happened there. Quasi has 0 ERS. Good luck trying to recover that. Meanwhile, Whskyyy's just on his gearbox, and he has to snap a oversteer out of that Novel chicane. Losing a lot of time, and Quasi bins it in the swim section, losing a lot of his wing, and Whskyyyy has an easy overtake into Raskas, as he will go into the pits for a set of hards and a new front wing. The Mercedes is just behind. There's only one DRS zone in this track as well, so it's very hard to make an overtake. They should add one in the tunnel, I think. You know, there's a 3-way battle for P2 with Ledge, with the Unique Haven actually just behind Ledge Mama. And Evie makes another pit stop, I think, onto the mediums. Yeah, he's made a 2-stop. It looks like he broke his front wing yet again. With the Unique Haven just 3/10 behind Ledge Mama. Will he go for the move? He has a lot of ERS to play with compared to Ledge. But Ledge goes into the pits for a new set, putting him to P3. Will he get the overcut on this strategy over Ledge to secure a podium? And while both Ferraris just behind each other in the tunnel section now. And Lord Shushu, who's in P13, not where you want to be. And Nicola, who's last, with just 10 seconds between him and Lord Shushu. And Barry's been promoted up to P6 as he will pit this lap for the mediums. Still on P6. Meanwhile, FB is very close to By Shadow and makes a move on the inside. An easy move for FB on his teammate. My god, what the fuck's going on with this shit? The delta between everyone is just, there's just not much happening. There needs to be more crashing. I need to check this thing out. Big Saw is just behind Moser, who is in the DRS zone. I need to watch this thing. Big Sauce is now into P8, but this fucking thing is saying Lord Shushu's in P2. I need to ask Gaby about this because I have no idea. Shushu in P2? So Nicola's caught up onto the back of Lord Shushu, who's, I don't know if he's disconnected or not, but Nicola has 0 ERS to play with, and he goes, pushes, gives him a big love tap, trying to push him out the way. Almost gets taken out by the AI actually. Meanwhile, Battlemine is just behind By Shadow. And somebody got a penalty. By Shadow is still, he loses his front wing. He hits the Nova chicane thing, the corner thing, you know, and that reduces his chances of overtaking Battleline. Meanwhile, FB, what the fuck's going on? So confused. Nico's in P4, sorry, but he's still yet to make, but Unique and Dazzy are still yet to make a stop. Oh, By Shadow's, never mind, they're just going through the pit shit. Unique makes contact with the wall and he loses his end plate. Oh my god, Dazzy's in P1, but he still has to make a stop, which puts Nico quite far ahead, as Unique Haven is yet to make a stop onto the, maybe he's pushing for the soft compound tires, I don't know. But Nico's in a very good position right now, as he could easily build a gap. And Whskyyyy is also yet to stop, as he is in P3 as it stands. Nico's just behind Unique in the hairpin into the tunnel section now. With Unique's old as fuck medium compound tires, he's gonna have a much greater delta compared to Unique. You know, his teammate is somehow in P1. I don't know how that happened. He's getting a little bit held up by Unique. Meanwhile, Gaby FB, is just behind Big Sauce, putting him under pressure into Mirabo. He might have a look down, no he doesn't. And there's a massive lockup from Big Sauce. You don't really want to be braking there. There's a yellow flag, there's a safety car, somebody's crashed out. I wonder who. Isfan Moser has crashed out. Where's the Alfa Romeo? Into that's a very weird place to crash actually. And that changes everything, as that is a free pit stop for Unique Haven, putting him into a very good position, as he can easily go onto the hards and go to the end of the race with this. as he does have the track position. Meanwhile, Whskyyyy has gone in for a set of hards as I predicted, and he won't stop anymore. Meanwhile, the rest of the runners are gonna try keep their position. Whskyyyy just comes out in P7 just behind Quasi, but this will bunch up the grid as the tire compounds will be drastically different, especially with how old they are as well. Oh, I need to just the other half of Nicholas going for a pit stop. P1 is it? P11 now. You can move Isfan for interview. Okay, yeah, I can do that. Hello?
Hello, guys.
So, what happened there?
I'm lost my front wing and I can't steering.
So you crashed. That's a very odd place to crash. But you brought out the safety car. You don't have a teammate either, so you didn't really benefit anyone in Mercedes.
It's hard without teammates,
Yeah.
and I can't use any strategy with my teammate because I don't have teammates.
You sound a bit lonely there.
Yeah, I feel lonely.
Don't worry.
I have a backup teammate because I don't know, my teammate is left, or I don't know.
Who was your teammate?
It's a good question because I can't answer to this question. I don't know. I have teammates, not reserved driver. It's normal teammate, but just one race, first race, and he leave. Or I don't know.
You script the wall a few times today. Are you struggling for grip?
Minimal.
Minimal.
Because I don't have a good setup, and I can practice some in Monaco, and I hate this track.
Okay. That's what a lot of people say. Gatic, remove it from the fucking calendar. Yeah. Very unlucky. You weren't even in qualifying either. Who do you think is going to win?
Sorry, I don't hear.
Who do you think is going to win the race?
Unique is have a better chance, I think.
Yeah. Okay. It's a bit tight, but anyways, thank you for your time. I'll move you to Red Bull Racing with Gadig, so you can discuss drugs. I don't know.
Thank you.
Nicola was his mate or not? I don't know. Nicola's in the Haas with Nico. I just put him in a fucking Red Bull Racing with Gadig. Anyways, back onto the race. I think it's gonna go in for another lap. Barry gets a 5-second time penalty for crashing with Epi. Does he have the front wing? Yes, he does. So he's absolutely fine. He's in P9 at the minute. So he's lost 2 positions since the bro, I'm on the toilet. Oh my god. You're gonna have to say hi to him at some point. Yeah, the safety car goes in for another lap around Circuit de Monaco. And Lord Shushu's still... How long have you been on the toilet, man? So it's been like 30 minutes. Isman leaves the session in anger. And Lord Shushu's in P1. apparently, but I don't think he is. Meanwhile, Nico still kept the lead. Dazity behind, and Ledge Bomber. The safety car goes in for another lap. I think it's gonna come in this lap. Whskyyyy gets a 5-second time penalty for hitting, and he loses his front wing actually. So he's been fucked over quite a bit. So his strategy has fallen to bits, and he's now put onto the back foot, maybe putting him into the back of the group as he goes for a set of mediums. Possibly stretching them to the end. But it's very difficult for a safety car on this track itself. Now there's going to be another safety car. Someone's going to get killed. We'll find out very soon. So Whskyyyy, yep, safety car is coming in this lap. Whskyyyy has no end plate. It's going to be a very difficult restart for him, and he might get put up into the back end. But Big Sauce just behind, who actually has a front wing. And Epi doesn't have a front wing either, so he's also on the back foot. Looks like Barry's gonna get the better of him, putting him to P8 on this restart, especially around Raskas. Oh, Byron Shadow gets a 5-second time penalty. Dazerty. Oh, because he's got the flags of it. Anyways, on the restart now, Dazerty goes on the inside of. Never mind, doesn't go down the inside. There's a yellow flag because the Ferrari Byron Shadow is going really slowly. You know, Nico's got a very good restart, and there's a lot of confuddling going around in here. So Byron Shadow gets lapped by the whole grid. Now into the hairpin. Big Sauce. Where's Whskyyyy? Whskyyy's been put down into P12 now. He did make a pit stop, that is why he's been put down to P12. He's on the medium compound tires. And yeah, nothing else is happening. Balmine has a look on the inside of Barry, but he isn't close enough for that. You know, everyone's ERS is charged up besides Balmine, who's only 26%. To the hotel chicane, the swimming pool chicane now. Nicholas right on the gearbox of Battlemine, putting him under pressure. Well, Barry should be gaining time against Epi, who does not have a front wing. Because looking like he's going for the overtake, as Battlemine has no ERS at all, and he sees that red light flashing. So hopefully Nicholas gets a decent exit out of Saint Devote, and he sees that flashing red light yet again. Surely he knows by now that the ERS is non-existent. He gets a good run, and he looks on the inside at Maribel, and he gets the move done, putting him to P9. Very good move from Nicola, actually. And Barry hits the Novo chicane, and Nicola overtakes Barry, but they make contact, and Nicola spins out, losing his front wing. And looks like Battlemine also makes a little bit of contact, and that is a race over. He blocks Lord Shushu by a lot, and there is no safety car. So that's looking like it possibly a racing incident, since you can't really go anywhere, especially on this track. But Lord Shushu is now really far down the pack with only Unique Haven in the points. Lord Shushu is apparently P1, but he's P9. He's P9 now, so I take it back. Looking like a good day for the Pink Merc boys. Meanwhile, Nicola is just... no, never mind, he's still changing his front wing, and Byron Shadow is very far behind, so it's looking like P12 for Nicola. And Barry's race has also been ruined because of that move. Meanwhile, we see Nicola gets a 3-second time penalty for cutting the corner. which is quite common, surprisingly. So yeah, you Snooky Ollie 98, you were almost right. Somebody almost did die. I was surprised there was no safety car considering how long they were there. Whskyyy has DRS on Unique Haven, and he has to move down into Saint Devat as he has the better exit out of Raskas. And Big Sauce just FB just behind Big Sauce at Saint Devat now. He's using an overtake, and none of them have any ERS to really play with. As FB will see that red flashing light very soon. Will he have a look down the inside at Mirbo? No, he's too far away. He has a massive lockup, so does Big Sauce on the front right. This is the closest battle yet, besides Unique, just behind Whskyyy, who is in P4, so this is good points for the William boys, especially with Dazity, who is currently in the lead of this championship, and Battlemine very far behind in the pack. Unique into Raskas now. Will he get a good run into the start finish straight? Before he gets a snap of oversteer, as we see the DRS has open 7/10, and it looks like Whskyyy was using his overtake on that straight to defend. You know, FB is still behind Big Sauce. Struggling with his tires by the looks of it. He can't slid around the corner. Maybe they're just a bit hot. There's a yellow flag. Looks like Nicola has spun out again at the Novel chicane. Looks like he has no front wing on his front left, I think. His left end plate. I can't tell from here. But he's looking like he's about to get lapped by his teammate very soon. You know, Dazit is still behind, and Unique Haven is losing time against Whskyyy, who is on the medium tires. They should come down soon. Meanwhile, Battlemine is on the ass of FB. So this is a three-way fight at the minute, or P6, with Big Sauce leading the pack. Nico sets a fastest time of 1:05 in P1, so it's looking like he will win the Grand Prix if he doesn't make any more mistakes. There's not many penalties either, and FB doesn't have a left end plate, so he's lacking some downforce there. You know, Batmine is gonna go for the move, but it's too far away. Meanwhile, FB tries to also go for the move, but he gets a very shit exit out of there, and Nicola gets lapped around the, I don't even know what that part of the track is called. So yeah, into the hairpin, still a three-way fight for P7. And there's a massive lockup from FB on the front left with Battlemine closing up on it. Well, Unique Haven is keeping up with Whskyyy, and he's gained some time. It's looking like the medium compound tire is starting to go off, but I think Whskyy's going to go longer, maybe onto the softs, or stick with these until the end. But he is losing time against Unique, sorry. As he's now, and he makes contact with the wall and spins him out, but he at least has DRS, but that puts less pressure on Whskyyy, and he can try and preserve his tires if he goes for 0 stops. FB is right on the gearbox of Big Sauce. He gets the DRS, he's going to go for the move, but Big Sauce has more ERS to play with than FB. Will he go down the inside? He has a look, he goes on the inside, goes to corner a bit, and makes contact with Big Sauce, and as well gets a 3-second time penalty. Meanwhile, Battlemine has gone a very good run of it. But this fight is looking a bit feisty as Big Sauce plays it safe, and he also had, none of them have ERS to play with, so this is all down to the slipstream towards the end. Meanwhile, Nico is apparently a 10th behind Ochushu, but I really doubt that. Onto the three-way battle now. FB's on the outside of Big Sauce, using up his ERS. I think he lost a bit of his front wing. He goes down the inside at the Novo chicane of Big Sauce. He makes the move stick, and Battlemine gets an okay run, but he's not close enough to Big Sauce. And that is P6, but in terms of penalties, he is currently P8. So it's all down to Battlemine, who is the one to look out for. Out of Rascast now with the hard compound tires, who is at the same, but he gets a slap of Oversteer, ruining his exit out of turn 18. Face you make when you realize you got put Gaddick set up on. I quite like Gaddick set, but I know what you guys are on about. Meanwhile, Unique Haven in a bit of a stalemate with Quasi. In terms of penalties, let's see. Ebby's got the most amount of penalties actually, with 14 seconds, so he hasn't kept it clean at all. You know, Battlemine still in P9. He's currently P8 actually. Minus penalties. He made a bit of contact with the wall there. But yeah, Quasi Unique is actually in P4 since because Quasi's 8-second time penalty. Doesn't get a good run out on turn 18 and he won't make the move, but he's still using ERS. If I was him, I'd be playing it safe. You know, Bimashot gets another 3-second time penalty added on to his 5-second. I'm guessing got 5 seconds from pit lane entry. No, it's a freeway fight now. Big Sauce just behind FB and Battlemine just behind Big Sauce. But Big Sauce is a lot closer, so Battlemine has to try and push a little bit for P7. And Unique Haven slowly and surely gaining time on Quasi as he gets a good exit out into the tunnel section, but he's losing a lot of time. He has a lot more yards to play with. That beat is dirty. I'm surprised he has this many penalties, to be fair. Battlemine's gained a fair bit of time onto Big Sauce. Will they go for the move? On the inside, he has a look, but he thinks better of it at the Novo chicane. Meanwhile, there's a house behind. It's looking like Ebby made some contact and lost a position. I didn't catch that, and now he gets put to P8. Meanwhile, Battlemine gets a good run. Ebby goes very deep into the simple chicane, and they go side by side. They make contact. Ebby has no front wing now. Meanwhile, Battlemine has a very good run on. Never mind, he doesn't have a very good run. Ebby side by side with Nicola. He has no front wing. He's probably shooting himself in the foot trying to battle with Nicola, who is in P12. And the battle for P6 is now between Big Sauce and Battlemine, who won't pit and go to the end. Meanwhile, there's a yellow flag. They make contact or something. I don't know. It's a very close battle. Unique Haven is just behind the gearbox of Bassi. Will he go and try and make a move on the DRS zone of Monaco? Locks up his front right out to Rascast. He gets a 3-second time penalty. He gets a snap of Oversteer yet again, ruining his run. But he shouldn't worry too much as Quasi does have a 8-second time penalty. He's struggling for grip. He's having some moments of oversteer and understeer. You know, Battlemine is trying his best to get past Big Sauce, but it's just not happening. He can't get close enough after Rascast. But other parts of the section he is quicker than Big Sauce, such as Sector 3 I think. He gains a fair bit of time. And Sector 2, you know, Epi is losing a lot of time with a missing Empley. Okay, I thought he lost his whole front wing then. Apparently not. Quasi struggling for grip. What's his tires? I think 19 lap old mediums. So I think that explains it. He gets a 3-second time, but he's playing. It's at 11 seconds now. So technically, Big Sauce could be P5 minus the penalties, or plus the penalties. Sorry. Battle Mine just behind. Quasi gets overtaken as he goes into the pits for a set of softs. Massive lockup on the front right of Big Sauce, and this is looking like the best chance Battle Mine will get as he uses his overtake on the straight into Saint Devant, but he is not close enough at all to Big Sauce. FB gets put up into P7 as Quasi comes out into the pits for mediums for the last 10 laps of this race. Meanwhile, Barry's in P9 on somewhat fresh mediums. I think FB's going to make a pit stop soon because his mediums are 20 laps old, the oldest on the circuit. But yeah, as of now, Unique is P4. Who can go to the end, but he's been pushing hard, as you said, Vibe, to try and pass Quasi, but he might struggle towards the end, especially Ledge Mama, who is on 20 lap old hard compound tires, who will definitely be feeling the lack of grip. I think Unique will gain a fair bit of time on the Mongolian driver. Meanwhile, Nico's comfortably in front on his medium compound tires, who are actually starting to get very old. And Battle Mine is now behind, still behind Big Sauce, sorry. Still trying to get past him, but Big Sauce defending very hard. There's a yellow flag in sector 3 at the tunnel. One of the Haas, Nicola is, I don't know what he's doing. I think he's just letting people pass, but yeah, like crashed or some shit. Battle Mine using some of his ERS, he's trying to make position so he can close the gap on the Drivers Constructions Championship leaderboard on Dazoti. But as it stands, Dazoti is a fair few points ahead of Battle Mine. Gets a decent run out, but not good enough to get close enough to Big Sauce. You might have a look on the inside of Big Sauce. Gets very close to his gearbox, but not close enough to make the move. Meanwhile, Whskyyy's closing up on FB. Massive lockup from both Ferrari drivers, and Whskyy's now the hairpin with FB. I'm saying Ferrari because Ferrari is the engine producer of Alfa Romeo, if I'm not wrong. So far, closest battle, Whskyy's got the slipstream into the Nova chicane, but he's not going to go for the move. And he's going down the inside of FB, and they make a little bit of contact. He gives FB the corner, and he makes contact with the wall, but he keeps his front wing, luckily. He knows he has to get past at some point, as he is costing him a fair bit of time with that broken M plate on the left hand side of FB's wing. He has DRS. Will he go for the move? He's too far away. Oh, Big Sauce on the ass Battle Mine, they made the move, and Whskyy's gone for the move on FB as he spins. I don't know what happened. Maybe they made contact? I just missed it because Big Sauce made the move. Meanwhile, the front wing of the Ferrari is now spinning into. He's done a Nico Rosberg, but without the car. Big Sauce just behind Battlemind, and Battlemind now into P5, closing that gap to Dazity, but it's unlikely unless there is a late safety car. And FB now struggling with how much of a front wing core is that? Whskyyyy has no front wing, so they must have made contact on that straight. And Whskyyyy got the worst of it, but in terms of tire wear, there's now a VSC as I don't know what happened. I don't see any cars that have crashed or on the minimap anyways. They're looking like FB's gonna go into the pits for a new wing. And I wouldn't be surprised if Barry doesn't do the same thing. Oh my god, this guy. And Whskyyy's gonna serve his time penalty before he... This is very long BSC, I don't know what happened. FB changing his front wing. Now out of the pits, as the Ferrari pit crew do a good job. Probably like 8 seconds in the pit or something like that. BSC still has not ended. I still don't know what the incident is. Big Sauce gets a drive-through penalty for speeding in the pit lane, and Quasi makes contact with Barry in the VSC as the VSC has ended. Looks like he went down the inside. Barry's down P8. You know, Big Sauce, the drive-through penalty could change everything for Quasi, as he is in P7 now. Possibly it's a P6, and he will close the gap onto Battlemind, but will he be fast enough? He makes contact with the right hand side wall. He loses end plates, so there goes that chance. There's literally end plates everywhere on the circuit. I think that's why the VSC was called out. Oh god, it's the transgender metal masking. Oh my god. Unique Haven P4 still. That is the P3? No, sorry, P2. With Nico just behind Lord Chushu, which shouldn't be happening. Still in P9. He's about to get lapped. Oh, both Ferraris are out of the points, it looks, but he is on the soft compound tires, and he's going to use Dazity's DRS to maybe try and gain some time on Whskyyyy, as he will push for 8 point. Four laps to go at this Monaco Grand Prix, and the delta between everyone is a lot. There's not going to be much racing, more just seeing if somebody fucks up or not. Asked Barry in an interview about when I found his mom's crusty dildo. Oh my god, okay. Am I even allowed to say that? Yellow flag in sector 3 at Raskas. I think that is Nico maybe. This is not Boost. There's Nicola. Very slow. I think just the blue flags was the issue. Who's behind Nico right now? It's the Alfa Romeo of maybe Whskyyyy. Yes, it is. Somebody makes a move. Oh no, it's a blue flag as well. There's blue flags everywhere. The Alfa Romeo is just getting blue flagged from behind and in front. Nicola gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Yet again, I will ask him where you were. 4 laps to go at this Grand Prix, and Monaco's looking a bit dark. Maybe it will rain? I don't know. We'll have to see what the race brings to us, as it is coming to a close very shortly. Whskyyy gets a 3-second time penalty, so instead of penalties, let's see what it's looking like. Penalties. intervals. So Nicola leading in terms of penalties, with 15 seconds in P13. So I don't think it's contentious of anything. Lord Shushu 9-second time penalty. That would put FB. Oh my god, FB's in P10 with a 9-second time penalty, possibly putting Barry into P10 if he can get close enough from FB. If he can get within that 6-second window, he will get a point in this race. Somebody made a mood on Lord Shushu, probably another blue flag, as there is literally blue flags everywhere. Lord Shushu going very close to the Ferrari. Ebby going around the outside, and he makes contact with the wall, and he hits the thingy, the tire thing. I think he outbraked himself and caused him to crash, and I don't know what he's doing. Blue flags maybe? So now that he is out of the race, Ebby's now getting a point for the Ferrari gang, and he has the DRS on. But Barry, who is in P10 actually, because Lord Shushu definitely is in P4. So Barry does get a point. Yes, he does. Just to confirm that. And Unique Heaven gets another 3-second time penalty. So if Balmine can get within 3 seconds, he gets promoted up into P4 for this Grand Prix. Well, Big Sauce is closing up on Kwasi, who has an 11-second time penalty, so I wouldn't worry too much about trying to overtake Kwasi, but it looks like he wants to go for the move. Oh my god. Onto the Williams as we were on the last lap of the race. Meanwhile, Lord Shushu is just stopped. I don't know what the fuck's going on with this guy. But yeah. His Big Sauce around the outside at the hotel. He goes down the inside of Kwasi, but Kwasi gives him the corner as he doesn't want to go for any sort of damage to compromise the rest of his race. Meanwhile, Whskyyyy is just behind him, and he will get P8 because of that 11-second time penalty. Nico now on the tunnel section as he gets overtaken by, no he doesn't. So he makes big contact with the Williams of, not Dazerty, maybe Kwasi? I don't know, but Whskyyyy makes a lot of contact with Kwasi at the fuck, I forgot the thing that's called. Anyways, onto the swimming pool section as Nico should be crossing the line very soon. I think he left everyone. Kwasi retired from the session. He hit the wall on the last lap of the race. Let's see what happened. I think he made a fair bit of contact. Yes, he got punted into the wall by, I think, Whskyyyy, as he's probably raging as a checkered flag now. See, I think he was P8, and there goes his chance of scoring some points in this Grand Prix. Meanwhile, Ledge Mama secures P3, I think his first podium, and Balmine P5, yeah, P5. A very good race from him, from P14 to P5, as you can see he's celebrating from that performance, and Big Sauce securing P7. So now on to the most important part of the race, or the Grand Prix. Rip, imagine getting through all this shit and getting shut into the wall in the last lap. I'm gonna ask him about it. Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Wait 1 second. Okay, up here.
I can't see the channel. Oh, never mind.
So
Hello.
I'm gonna make you a girl for this interview. I hope you don't mind.
I guess not.
You're having tits now. Anyways, what is your so you got taken out at the last lap.
I mean, I got dive bombed the whole time.
Okay.
So I at some point I was like, okay, I'm done, and then I took myself out.
Okay.
So yeah, and I mean, Monaco is a shit twerk anyway. So who gives a fuck?
But you could
So
have
yeah.
scored some good points for the team this weekend.
Yeah, it's a shame, but I mean, if a track doesn't suit you at all, and you need to drive the track with when you don't like it, then
Whskyyyy says
there's no
sorry, by
point.
the way.
It's fine. It's fine. I mean, yeah, it can happen, and
Yeah. He said
I
he.
was just it was just the heat of the moment when I was angry. So
Okay.
so it doesn't matter.
Okay. Other than that, I'd say that was a very good weekend from you. Congrats to your
I mean,
teammate.
I mean, qualifying went all right. It
Yep.
could be better, but qualifying went decent.
Yep.
So I mean, if it wasn't like the track or Monaco, maybe it could have get some good points for the team.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, thank you.
So thank you for the interview.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
No, thank you,
Thank you.
bitch. Hello? Barry?
Oh, yes, mate. What are you saying?
What are you saying? Alright.
Right, man.
I've got a very important question. Somebody in the chat wanted me to ask this.
Oh, I think I know it is, but go on.
So, his name is Ollie. He asked he asked about when he found your mom's crusty dildo. What is your comment on this?
Jeez! Putting out the old stops, yeah? What's my comment on it? Yeah, it was crusty, mate. It was crusty.
So, from 1 to 10, how would you
simple
rate the
as.
crustiness?
I don't know. It was like a good 6. You know, it wasn't like beating the meat, like when you have one of those days where you beat it like 6 times a day and it you know what I mean, and it turns into macaroni cheese. It was like a nice in between where it just needed a good wash.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
But
So,
that's right, Jakes.
good weekend from you. Qualifying went well, I think, but the race went a bit downhill after the start.
Don't, mate. No, well, the start was pretty good. I was in P6. Life was good. The virtual safety car, I think I did. I braked a bit too late, and I nearly went into the back of someone, but I missed them.
Yeah.
But then because I kind of dive bombed Eve B, like it's completely my fault. Completely my fault.
Yeah.
Swerved into me, causing him to get a 3 second, me to get a 5 second, but he got wing damage and I didn't.
Yeah.
So chilling, and then, mate, I'm fuming at Nicola, mate. I'm fuming at him because I was blue flagging him.
Yeah.
And he like literally, like he turns out to get out of my way.
Was this at the Novo chicane?
No, this chicane just before the tunnel. I don't know the road names, man.
Okay.
The corner names. This is just before the tunnel.
Yeah.
And yeah, mate. Like he turns onto the racing line and swerves into me, so I lost like a wing.
Oof.
And I was fuming. I was literally like that because I was catching up to the car in front by like at least like half a tenth.
Yeah.
Half a second every lap. And then after that, I just like literally my race plummeted, and that's why I pit like a couple laps before.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was it was all right race.
You
I knew I
scored some
could have got
points.
better. Yeah, that's everything. But
Yeah.
yeah. The crusty dildo definitely was the light at the end of the tunnel. Definitely, definitely, mate. It's the highlight of my evening.
Thank you for this interview.
Right, safe, man. Take care.
You too. Love you.
Nice.
Okay. Let's get Abby. Hello.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi.
I was lost.
You're last or lost, baby girl?
Lost.
So, I saw a few incidents that race with you
Few
involving Nicola and I think. Am I right? I hope I'm right. And a Renault of Battle Mine.
No, you could tell me the names. I drove without HUD to like focus because the first few laps I drove with HUD, and like don't like the wall pretty much, so I turned them off, so I
Wait,
could focus on driving.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you spun out after Saint Devote, I think by Battle Mine, because you're in a 3 battle with Big Sauce, the McLaren. For
Yeah, I know that. In
P5.
front of us was Lord Shushu, I think.
Lord Chishu was like P11 or something.
Oh wow.
I don't know. He kept jumping up and down the thing, but yeah. What happened there when you spun out? Racing incident or?
Actually, I have to think. When did I spawn out? Also, I know. I can remember one crash. There was with the racing point in front of Big Source. I don't know who it was. Probably Lord Shushu then.
Yeah.
He like spun out, and on my screen I tapped him a bit.
Yeah.
So then he was like blocking the road for me, so I braked. But then he teleported straight and like went on. It was super weird. And then like Big Source and Battle Mine overtook me, I think.
Yeah. And then
I
you
don't know if
lost
that
a chunk of your front wing as well.
I lost it way
Or
earlier.
was it Whskyyyy? I can't remember now. I feel like it was Whskyyyy, but yeah.
I don't think. Oh wait, Oh, I think I know what you mean.
Yeah.
The crash where.
After turn 1, it was like later in the race.
Exactly, where I like had no traction and spun into him.
Oh, okay, that's what happened.
Yeah, I had no traction. Yeah, just lost the rear end. Went to on the throttle too early.
Yeah.
Crashed into him. I think he spun as well because of this, or like
Okay.
hit the wall.
Okay, fair enough. Any opinions on that race? We're expecting more safety cars, or?
I want to forget it, and besides that, I actually expected more safety cars. Yes.
Okay.
Which is pretty interesting, pretty surprising actually.
Well, thank you for this interview. Interview. Fuck.
No problem.
Hello.
Hello.
So you hit the wall a few times there. Were you struggling for grip?
From my remembering, I hit the wall once, and yeah, the rear tires just gave up.
Okay. Would it be safe to say that in terms of team orders, your career definitely comes first in your team?
My teammate crashed on the first lap.
Yes, of course. And
So there was no orders about that.
okay, fair enough. Would you say is your biggest rival at the moment?
Barry.
Okay, okay. You made a bit of contact with the Alfa Romeo, I think. Did you? I can't
No.
remember. Did you make any contact with anyone?
I think I had a small tap from the Renault, but that's all I remember. I think.
And that's drive-through penalty. Also, what is your opinion on that?
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Yeah. It just didn't tell me anything. I just got a drive through. Luckily, I recovered it to the same position, so.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem, mate.
No, my whiskey. Fuck. Yes, it is turning into mush. Okay, I'm gonna get Whskyyy.
Hello, Whskyyy.
So, bitch.
Hello.
So, you're struggling for grip today.
Yeah.
You scraped the wall a few times, just a few. What went wrong there? You made contact with FB at one point.
Yeah. Like I wanted to leave something for the track that
Yep.
the track remembers me.
Okay. So
Yeah, and I think the car was not good for this track. Wrong setup, you know.
wrong setup. Was it
This
Gaddick setup?
kind of stuff. No, not the Gaelic setup.
Oh.
I made my own setup.
Okay.
But I didn't put the Monaco. I put the Abu Dhabi setup on. So.
Oh. Okay, that explains a lot. Thank you. All right, who can I interview? I'll interview Dazerty or Lord Shushu, actually. Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
So, I'm very confused. What position did you finish?
I finished in P7, I guess. Yeah, it's P7.
Okay. There was this
Unlucky.
one
Yeah.
moment in the track where Nicola crashed and he kind of blocked the whole circuit with his car.
Yeah. I remember.
That looked a bit awkward. What is your take on that?
It was okay, I guess, because it was in front of me and the chicane, I guess.
Yep.
And I was a few cars behind, so the guys before me braked hard, and then I could avoid it by turning a bit left.
Did
So
you lose a front wing? Bit of front wing there.
No. I lose 2 front wings into accidents, but not in this one. First time, Wiese was tried to overtake me before the hairpin.
Yep.
And he didn't get the right braking spot, so he pushed me into the wall. This was the first one. And second, FB got me a love tap on my hard stint in the chicane, and I get pushed into the wall again, and I needed to
shit!
pit
I
again.
saw that.
yeah, that was a bit unlucky. It was a really nice race. I tried to stay out of everyone, but
Yeah.
it was a bit unlucky. I could have P6 or 5 if I didn't get the contacts there, but it means it's Monaco. It's frustrating if you're behind someone and he's
slow as
faster,
fuck.
and I was a lot slower than the guys behind me, and I know it's very frustrating, but
yeah,
unlucky for me, but okay.
But
happens.
yeah, thank you. Okay. Hello. So
Hello.
P2 today.
Yes.
And most importantly, you finish in front of Battlemine.
Is that important? Is it? Oh yes. Yeah.
And the drivers, you don't even know, do you?
No.
So you're.
I only know the Renaults are pretty fast, and Nico was today a little bit too fast.
A little bit.
Was
I mean, very.
Yeah. No, a little bit.
A little bit.
No, otherwise, I won't get him next week. But the race was very boring.
Yeah.
I only had some fun with FB when he came out of the pits.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the only thing that happened this race.
Okay. So your teammate crashed out at the last corner at Raskas.
Yeah, he was finished with the race.
Well,
He didn't enjoy it anymore.
What did the Discord sound like?
Nothing.
Can
It was
you?
like, fuck this, I'm gonna stop.
Oh, okay. Are you not mad? Cause he could have scored some good points there. He was like P7, P8.
No, he was last. He had 8-second time penalty. So it won't be 0 points anyway.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, good race from you, P2.
Yes. Thank you.
I don't know what else to say, so I'll just move him. Right, bye, Machado. Hello?
You again?
I'd just like to congratulate you on not hitting the pit entry.
I'm really proud of me.
I'm proud of you as well. I'd say that was actually you finished like P11. Never mind.
P12.
There's a lot of carbon fiber in the walls. Were you struggling for grip?
Not actually, I think, but
just not a strong track, was it?
Yeah, it's a really hard track.
Yep.
It's hard to stay on the line, and need to concentrate in every corner, and
I'd just like to say congratulations for finishing the race. Because a few people couldn't finish the race.
Yeah.
So that's an achievement.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Really proud.
I'm proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, leave.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Very good race today.
Yeah.
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 You left a bit of carbon fiber in the walls.
Yeah.
Were you struggling for grip?
Well, I lost my front wing at the hairpin, and I thought I could go flat out through the tunnel. Couldn't hit the wall.
Oh, I've done that before.
Yeah. Kind of killed myself.
Yeah.
So.
It's very
I'm
unlucky.
very disappointed about.
Yep.
Today.
Were you what's his name? Fuck, Big Sauce's engineer today then.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
At least you're helpful
Keeping
in
up
some
to
way.
date all. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that concludes the Monaco Grand Prix. Putting Dazuti further in front in the Drivers' Championship. It will be updated. I don't know when. Gaddick, hurry your fucking ass up. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the casting, the watching, the carnage, the broken front wings. Oh my god. And yeah, bye.